Hola, buenos días. I'm here with Alexa, and we are going to begin learning Spanish in 10 minutes a day. Hopefully that while Alexa learns Spanish, you can also learn Spanish. I'm at jefeticotours.com, and my name is Jeff. Okay, and so Alexa, I'm going to start sharing my screen. Here's how it works. I'm gonna share my screen with you, and it's going to have some phrases that I translate into English, and we will begin to use those phrases. You already know a little bit of Spanish, do you not?
Very, very little.
Very, very little. Okay. Would you say that you know basic Spanish or zero Spanish or like just a few phrases?
I would say that if I were overhearing a conversation in Spanish, I could kind of get the gist of what they're talking about, but the details would be completely lost on me.
Okay. Alrighty.
I
Okay.
definitely can't speak it.
Okay. Alrighty. So we will try to I'm gonna pretend like you know nothing.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
And that
pretty.
way, yeah, I figure that's pretty safe. And that way it'll just show you everything from the very beginning. And then if you learn it quickly, well, it'll just look like you just learned really fast, even though you already knew it. Okay. So,
Okay,
so let's try. So I'm going to share my screen. Here's the thing and I will share this document with you too, so you can review it whenever you want. Okay. All righty. Here we go. Share screen. Oh, I don't need that. I already did that. There we go. There's our beginner Spanish, jefeticotours.com. There's my information with my email and my phone and everything. So if you never need anything, you can get right there. Okay. So uh, up here at the top, I put the alphabet because Spanish pronunciation is so easy. Oh my God, it's so easy. When I try to explain English pronunciation to people, I'm like, oh my God, no, we got like 5 vowels, but they really have 25 different sounds. But Spanish, not so. You got 5 vowels and they have 5 sounds. That's it. 5 sounds, 5 vowel sounds. A, E, I, O, U. Always sounds like that. Okay. And all the letters sound pretty much the same as in English, except for these.
okay,
Okay, so these are the ones that are different, so I didn't put the B there because the B has the same sound as in English. C has the same sound as in English. D kind of has the same sound in English. It's slightly different, but for all intents and purposes at the beginning, we're just going to say the D sounds the same, even though really it doesn't, but we're just going to say so for the moment. Okay, um, so I'm just going to show you these letters as we come across them. I'm not going to do them all right now. I'm just going to show you them as we come across them. And the first ones we come across are H. I'm going to make it black, and the double L.
hmm
I'm going to make that one black because in our first expression, hola, H is silent, never gets pronounced. Me llamo, that double L at the beginning of me llamo is always pronounced like a Y sound. Yeah. There are actually other sounds depending upon which country you come from. But that sound, it's kind of like the vowel sounds in English. If I say my, or if I say ma, you can tell where I come from if I talk like that. Because that vowel indicates that you're from the South if you pronounce it like I.
right.
Okay. But I, you don't quite know. It's probably standard Spanish, standard English somewhere else, probably in the North, probably in the West, but it's definitely not the South. Okay. Same thing with this double L. The double L, how you pronounce it will tell you where somebody's from. Standard Spanish is like a Y sound. Me llamo, me llamo. Okay. If you pronounce it me llamo, that's like the Andes Mountains, Ecuador. I would say Ecuador, maybe Peru, somewhere in the Andes Mountains. Me llamo. If you say me llamo, I say, oh, you're from the Caribbean, probably Puerto Rico. Me llamo. If you say me llamo, I say, oh, you're from Argentina, aren't you? Argentina, or maybe Uruguay, maybe Paraguay, maybe some of those countries down there in the southern cone of Latin America. So it can be anything from me llamo, me llamo, me llamo, me llamo. Standard Spanish is like a Y, me llamo. And I'm going to teach you standard Spanish. We're going to say me llamo. Hola,
Me-
me llamo Jeff. This does not, I say it says hello. Hola means hello. Me llamo means my name is, but it doesn't really mean that. It literally means, I'm going to put the literal meaning right here in the back. It literally means I call myself. So when I put lit, that means literally. It's not literature, it's literally. It literally means I call myself. Okay, so the me llamo, me does not mean my, it means myself.
So,
Llamo does not mean name, it means call. Like you could use llamo to say, hey, call me, llámame. Okay, so llama it means call. Okay,
yeah.
so me llamo, it has an O at the end because that makes it mean I call. The O at the end makes it mean I. So
And
that's
it's
I.
whether it's male or female.
No, it's not, it has nothing to do with male or female. The O at the end has to do with it being I call myself.
Okay.
Okay, so it's me llamo, I call myself. Me llamo Jeff. Okay, and I don't know why I put that there in the middle. I'm going to skip that for the moment. Okay, so yo me llamo is my name is. Literally, I call myself. The yo is the word for I, but it is optional in Spanish because the O at the end makes you know that it means I. So me llamo, I call myself, my name is. Me llamo Jeff. The question, ¿cómo se llama usted? And I'm going to teach you, I'm going to assume you want to go to Costa Rica with me. I'm going to teach you Costa Rican Spanish because Costa Ricans don't use the tú form. So I just eliminated that form right there. We're not going to learn that yet. Excuse me. Maybe we'll learn it later. But so this really doesn't mean what is your name. It literally means how do you call yourself? The word do is not in there. Do is part of the verb. It's a helping verb in English. Do, call. And llama means do call. It means both of those words, okay? And we put the usted afterwards to make it mean a question. ¿Cómo se llama usted? So, hola,
Hola.
¿cómo se llama usted?
Me llamo Alexa.
Ah, muy bien. Can you ask me what my name is?
¿Cómo se llama usted?
Ah, muy bien. Yo me llamo Jeff. Mucho gusto. Do you know that expression, mucho gusto?
Mucho gusto. It's like, yes.
Yeah. Mucho gusto is like, no, it means pleased to meet you.
Okay.
Literally, it means much pleasure. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. Excelente. Sí, muy bien. Bueno, I'm going to skip over a little bit, this little bit of this right here. I'm going to skip to this one. We'll get back to that. So, ¿dónde vive usted? Means where do live you? And here I got some red things because we got to talk about the pronunciation of the V. I'm going to make that black now once we talk about it. The V in Spanish is pronounced exactly like the B. Okay. So V and B have the exact same sound. Okay. You will get some argument about people about whether or not they are the same, but they are indeed the same. Don't listen to them. Okay. There's a movement in the Spanish speaking educational world where they want to say that they distinguish between those two, and they do not really. Okay. So B and V exactly the same. So
Vive.
this is pronounced donde vive usted? Where do, and now notice how they say, where do live you?
Yeah.
Okay. But in English, we say, where do you live? Okay. Because the word do and live are represented by one word in Spanish, vive. Okay. So they say, where live you? Literally, where live you? Okay. Notice it has an E at the end for when it's you. Okay. When we answer that, oh, and I'm going to teach you Costa Rican Spanish, so I'm not going to give you that. Okay. Yo vivo, just like we did up here with yo me llamo, I call myself, you put an O at the end. Okay. Just so that our audience knows, Alexa's already fluent in English and German, so she knows a little bit about how foreign languages work, and I happen to know that. So ¿dónde vive usted? Where live you? Okay. The answer yo vivo en means I live. And en is a little bit complicated for Spanish speakers, but for us English speakers, if it means in, at, or on, we just use that one word en. Okay, so it's easy for us who are learning Spanish. As English speakers, we know the difference between in, at, or on. Spanish speakers. Oh, that means we gotta wrap this up because that was our 10 minutes for today. We don't want to get anybody overwhelmed. Okay, so but we're gonna do this one. ¿Dónde vive usted? Where do you live? And then yo vivo en. So that's right. Where do you live? ¿Dónde vive usted?
Yo vivo in Atlantic City.
Perfect. Sí, muy bien. I live in Atlantic City. Yo vivo en Atlantic City. Correcto. Sí, muy bien.
In, not in. It's in.
Yes, en. The letter E is en. Yo vivo
Okay.
en. Oh, whenever I teach people who speak French, they always want to say en.
Yeah.
Yo vivo en Atlantic City. It's like, no es en. It's en. Yo vivo en Atlantic City. Yo vivo en Atlantic City. Okay, so, and notice how the O's are really crisp. It's not vivo, it's vivo.
Vivo.
It's not yo, it's yo. Yo vivo en Atlantic City. Excelente, sí, muy bien. Bueno, do you think that for our next session that you might be able to get a picture of someone you live with?
Okay.
Would that person be able to give you permission to talk about them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. One of the things I like to do is I like to use a lot of pictures and then we talk about the pictures. Okay, and so that will help us to actually review what we did up here and it will give us something new to talk about. One of the things that I will do is I'll teach you something and then we'll move forward. And then the next time we'll go back and pick up that something and move forward. And it's kind of like a little spiral. We'll go back, keep going back and forward and back and forward, because it's only by going back and reinforcing what you've already learned that you actually retain that for long-term memory. And so we're shooting for long-term memory here.
All right.
Okay. All righty. So that was our 10 minutes for today, our first session of many. And hopefully by the time we're done here, you're going to be fluent in Spanish. And when you come to Costa Rica, you will just speak in Spanish like a native.
Great.
Muy bien. Bueno, muchas gracias.
Gracias. You too.
And I will see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Sounds good. All right. Hasta luego. Adios.
Hasta luego.